Hello.
Hey, cool dude, man. Love it.
I'm going on holiday, so therefore the attire.
Very cool.
You just caught me at the door. I'm just going.
Lovely.
This will be me for the next couple of weeks, by the way, when I'm away. So it's
fantastic. Yeah.
This is going to be my look. This shirt's actually quite comfortable. It's quite soft, so not too bad.
Nice. It's a lovely shirt, mate. Is it all cotton? It's got to be all cotton.
I think so. I don't know. It feels like, hang on, my dishwasher's talking. Anyway, yeah, it does feel nice. Yeah, cool. So anyway, how have you been? You been all right?
Yeah, I've been pretty good. Although, tomorrow is a very unusual day. It's the anniversary of a few things that a lot of people don't know about.
Okay.
It's the anniversary of the Titanic sinking.
Right.
Also the Lusitania and the USS Arizona. It's weird because, of course, everyone knows the story of the Titanic. 3,500 people died. But the Arizona and the Lusitania, it was very strange. I have it written down here because it's a bit weird. They lost a total of 9,800 people. And strangely enough,
right,
they were both on their way to the Canary Islands.
I knew you were setting up, Richard.
A little known fact that tomorrow, the 5th of July, holds the records for the most shipwrecks ever.
Is that true? You just absolutely messing that up. Because I'm going on a cruise tomorrow.
I know. I'm just kidding you, mate.
Oh, nice, mate. Happy Independence Throw the Tea in the Water Day, by the way. That's today, isn't it? 4th of July?
Yeah. 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy 4th of July. And happy election day here in the UK.
That's right. Yeah, we got loads going on, isn't it?
Yeah. It was weird. I voted today. I don't want to know if you voted or not, Robbie, because if you haven't, I couldn't be your friend anymore. But we went voting. We went to the voting poll, and it's very strange. It's much different from America. Because in America, when you go vote for the president, especially, there's guys with automatic rifles and balaclavas questioning you about who you're going to vote for and stuff.
Really?
Here, there's nobody like that. Yeah.
Is that what it's like, is it?
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Oh, that's a good point. Hang on. There, 1 second.
Yeah.
There we go. Someone says, we've switched sides. That's absolutely right. We switched sides.
That is right. And, yeah.
And there we go. There we go. Oh, he needs the link to join. That's our guest.
Yeah, I sent it to him, but I'm going to send it again.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Anyway, for those that have just joined, I'm dressed this way because I'm going on holiday tomorrow. So full holiday mode. And that's why I'm dressed like a Blues Brothers pimp. That's the only reason. I thought, I'd get in the mood. Also, I want to see if I can do the show with sunglasses on. I've not done that before. So that's an interesting thing.
You're going to keep them on the whole time then?
All right. I might try. I might see how I get on, see and do it anyway.
Nice.
So as ever, we've been listening to some music this week. Should we talk about what we've been listening to? Do you want to go first, Petey?
Yeah, I'll go first. Whoops. Actually, why don't you go first? I'm just trying to send this thing here, mate.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so I've been listening to an album which I think is absolutely amazing. It's really, really special, and we'll talk about why I think it's special in a minute. But anyway, it's Spinal Tap's "Break Like the Wind" album, and I love Spinal Tap so much. The film is one of those films I've seen more than any, like Blues Brothers, Batman, Naked Gun, this film, Spinal Tap, I've seen so many times. It's unreal. But anyway, this album came out around 92, and I saw them at the Royal Albert Hall when I was 2 rows from Nigel Tufnel. It was a mind-blowing gig. They were amazing. But the thing about this album is how good it is. There's no two ways about it. That all 3 of these actors / musicians are brilliant players. Excuse me. And they play amazing on this. They played amazing live. This has got Dweezil Zappa on it, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai.
Really?
Yeah. These players are all on it. And it's just an amazing album of rock. If you like rock music, it's pre-Tenacious D, because Tenacious D is everybody's go-to. But this is the album they should check out. And it has lyrics like "We Are the Children That Grew Too Fast."
Yeah.
One of the lyrics on it. And "The Sun Never Sweats" is a great title of on there as well. But also they did their version of "I Am the Walrus" called "Rainy Day Sun." And if you listen to it, it's absolutely amazing. It also has radio on it at the end, tuning like they do, and things like that. So you've got all sorts of bits on it. When I bought the CD back in 1992 as well, I opened it and I thought it was broken because the label was printed wrong. And it was printed over the disc, which is obviously their style. Also, Cher features on this on a track called Just Begin Again. And if you find it on YouTube, the actual concert, it's amazing. Her image came down, and then where she would sing, these lips came through and was singing as if it was her face. And it was the funniest thing. And then they had the pod that wouldn't open, and then they came down on a wire, and Nigel got stuck while the others hit the. It was just the best gig. I was so pleased to be there. It was one of the best things I've ever seen. And so if you get a chance, listen to "Break Like the Wind" by Spinal Tap. Oh, it's so good. There's a song called "Bitch School" that they got in trouble for because they sort of said it was all about being derogative to women, but it's about a school for dogs.
It's fantastic. I wish I would have seen them, mate.
I mean, they're so good as well. So if you get a chance to let this album, obviously we're going to have links in the description at the end. So if you want to check these albums out, check it out. But you will not be disappointed with the amount of rock on this, and it definitely goes to 11. So if you can check this album out, you're going to absolutely love it. Pete Schultz, is it? I can't read my sunglasses.
Paul Shantz. Hey, Paul, good to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, welcome along, Paul. Welcome along.
If you guys know any of the albums that we're going to talk about tonight and you have any opinions on them, like us or different from ours, let us know. We've got the chats up there. We can see what everybody's saying. So, yeah, come on and do that. And Zen Cat Official, you have your link in the email. I just want to say, the closest thing I've come to seeing Spinal Tap is when I went to L.A. and I went to the Whiskey A Go-Go.
Wow,
yeah. They had a special. They had these guys playing, and they were perfect. They went through the whole career. It was really great, mate. And when they did Fat Bottom Girls, was it?
Big Bottoms.
Big Bottoms, yeah. They broke a Guinness World Book record by the number of basses. They had about 35 or 40 basses all around the place playing this. I felt like the whole thing was going to crumble on us. It was amazing. But
right.
because you've been to Whiskey A Go-Go, right?
I haven't. Anyway, just like Pete in the things, if you just want to say hello as well, you're more than welcome to message and say hello. To message us on whichever device you're on. If you're on YouTube, that's much better because we see that straight away. If you're on Facebook, we'll find it in a minute. But definitely message and say hello. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to all the channels because it helps us out, spread the music love a bit further. Zen Cat as well. Hello, we can see you in the green room. We're going to get you on in a little while. Don't worry, we can see you. Not a problem as well. Anyway, Pete, what have you been listening to?
Fantastic, mate. In honor of your holiday, I've been listening to Ruben and Cruising with Ruben and the Jets.
Wow, I've not heard that one.
This is by the Mothers of Invention, aka Frank Zappa.
You right?
Yeah, my camera's out a little bit, but
okay.
Yeah. So it's great. What it is, it's both a homage and a satire of 50s doo-wop music.
Wow,
it's not working. And how can I get this focus back, mate?
Maybe sometimes if you lean back, it'll focus itself. But also your internet's a bit slow, so it's probably going to be a little bit of that.
Okay, so am I freezing up?
A little bit, but I can still hear you. So
okay, good.
Oh, you're gone now.
Okay, yeah. So it's really cool. It's about this guy called Ruben who has a band called the Jets, and it's all doo-wop music, and it's because Frank grew up in the 50s and he loved that music, even though it was really cheesy. So he writes this music. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. In fact, some of the radio stations at the time thought it was an undiscovered band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they started playing some of it, like Jelly Roll Gumdrop, Desiree. Really, really good stuff. Cheap Thrills. That's one of my favorites. But it's also part of this collective. It was with three other albums. That was part of a project called No Commercial Potential.
Right.
Lumpy Gravy, We're Only Here for the Money, and Uncle Meat. So what do you mean? They're great albums, all of them. Frank once said if he had the master tapes to all those 4 albums, he could cut them up and put them in different orders and it'd still make sense. They all work together. It's really intriguing. Frank was
so he's done like a narrative all the way through the
yeah. And so if you think that Frank was a genius, let us know. Or if you think he was crap, let us know as well.
Well, that's one way of putting it, I suppose.
I put it the easy, the nice way.
That's amazing. Okay, so do you want my second selection of the week I've been listening to?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I've been listening to an amazing album by an artist that is sort of underground and he's not sort of underground. If you know him, you know him. If you don't, you don't. Nick Drake and Five Leaves Left is the album. He's a wonderful musician, singer-songwriter, died really young. early 70s. I think he was around 27, 28, that sort of club stuff that they like talking about. But he's just amazing. He used to play with a weird sort of guitar style where most people play this sort of fashion. He sort of played like a claw, like that. And but the way he plays, it's hard to emulate because he played in a certain way. There's not many gigs available of his footage. There's no live stuff apart from one dodgy one that was in a pub, which Peter Jackson might have to look at. And it's just beautiful, melodic, restful stuff. Like if you want to chill out and just listen to something, or you want to think about something, this is what you put on, and it's just beautifully done. He made such an impact on the producer Joe Boyd that when Joe Boyd sold his record label, he made a point of in the contract that they can never stop producing his albums.
Wow.
And they're still doing it today. This is why I've got a copy, because it's a repro. But even in the sleeves, they've took a picture of the original sleeve, so it was like a bluish hue.
Oh yeah.
And so it looks, even they made the sleeves authentic to a degree as well. But he's a wonderful singer-songwriter. He's greatly underappreciated when they talk about these things. And Brad Pitt is a huge fan of him.
Is he?
Yeah, and there was a radio documentary a few years ago, and Brad Pitt actually narrated the whole thing. And I heard he did it for free because he just loves him.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just, he's an enigma wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in a question. When you actually get into his music, it's so beautiful. And you think, how can this talented man have died so young? There's two ways they reckon this has happened. It was either an accidental, it was a manic depressive by all accounts. It was either that he accidentally took an overdose or the other choice. So I can't say it because we'll get blocked on YouTube. But yeah, it's never been really resolved. In my opinion, it was an accident because it seemed that he was focusing on the music. But he recorded a lot of it in his living room and things like that, and it sounds beautiful. And then Damien Rice, many years later, who did the O album, which was everywhere. He was a huge influence to him. So yeah, that's my 5 leaves left. You want to chill out? Check this out in the links in the descriptions after, and you'll just, what a way to wind down the day. This album's fantastic. Anyway, that's my second one.
Lovely. I want to say hi to Summer. Hi, Sam. Thanks for joining us.
Right, Sam, if you want to say hello, just message and we'll say hello to you.
She did.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, she's there already. Anyway, my second album, which I've been listening to, I don't know if you like these guys or these gals at all, mate. They're called...
Right. Oh, I love Wet Leg.
Wet Leg. That's right. Oh, man. I love them. I just love them. I don't know why. The music is very cool and very now, I think, even though it's a couple of years old now. But they're very interesting. Wet Leg, they got their name from, they live in the Isle of Wight. Hopefully I'll live there if it's not, we'll rent a cottage there if it's not too dear. But they're from the Isle of Wight, and Wet Leg is the moniker they use for visitors who don't live in the Isle of Wight, because when they're crossing the Solent, they get their leg wet when they get off the boat.
Nice.
But there's another story that one of them told that it was just, they were just picking emojis, and that just came up.
Right.
Who knows? Who cares? But this album is fantastic. It's got all the biggies, which is Being in Love. Love that one. Shay's Lounge and Wet Dream. But Shay's Lounge is great. They talk about going to school and getting a degree, Yeah. And they talk about, I got the degree, mommy and daddy, I got the big D and all that stuff. So it's funny because I know somebody who never went to university, never got a diploma or a degree, but he tells me he gets the big D all the time. I'm not really sure what he means, because I know he's not, university gone to. But anyway, it's a great album. If you guys have not listened to it, listen to it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Do you guys like Wet Leg? Come on, let us know. Give us some feedback, guys.
Oh, you are absolutely terrible.
Do you have another album that you want?
I have got the Wet Leg album back there, by the way, and it sounds lovely and vital. And it's Shay's Lounge.
I'm American. It's Chase Lounge.
It wouldn't rhyme if you sang it. On the Shay's Lounge, on the Shay's. Oh, I hope I don't get banned for that bit because I sung a bit. Yeah, it's a great album, and it's just nice that these bands are coming back. Dare I say it about sounding like a complete ignorant person, but it's great to have a female-led band smashing it a little bit as well. It's just nice to see that, isn't it? Like Wolf Alice was the last one I really remember. So yeah, it's nice to see there's a band like Wet Leg that are really, really sort of doing some damage. And
yeah, they're great. I have an independent show, Unknown Sounds. We play a lot of female musicians, and it's not a choice. It's just what I get. and some of them are amazing. We've had some on the show here, and really, they're. You know what? I used to think, women couldn't be comedians and they couldn't be musicians. I am wrong on at least one count.
Dawn says she loves Wet Leg. M Joy says, hiya, hello.
Hi, M Joy. Speaking of which, M Joy is a female Unknown Sounds featured artist. Nice to join us. Thank you, MJ.
Absolutely, see more female bands killing it. You're absolutely right. We need more of that in the world. It's absolutely fantastic. Talking to females and female artists, my next one is a female artist. I've been digging into this a little bit again because I fall in love with it all over every time I listen to it. Kate Bush, the Dreaming album. I love this. In fact, I've done a little deep dive on my YouTube channel into this album and the making of it and stuff like that. If you subscribe, it's popping up tomorrow at 4:00. And I go through the album, how she made it, and bits and bobs like that. It's only a quick 5-minute, like, sort of taster type thing as well. And it's great. So she's doing her stuff from the 70s, and then she gets to see like the Fairlight CMI1, which is one of the first samplers in the world. And then she used it in a way that they didn't expect, musicians to use it, and it's all over this album. It's wonderful. And then it's got Houdini on it, it's got the Dreaming, Sat in Your Laps on it. There Goes a Tenor, which is about a bank robbery, and it's probably the most experimental album she did. There's a song where she turns into like a donkey. I can't remember which one it is. And she's absolutely fantastic. In her mouth there, she's got a key. Do you know what that's about? Excuse me.
Is that Houdini?
It is Houdini, yeah, because Bess used to give him a kiss to pass him the key to can undo the handcuffs.
Right.
She put it on the cover as well. But it's probably the most experimental album she made. It's not a popular among fans because it's too experimental sometimes, but I think it's the best one she did. I think it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, I do a little deep dive on that because I just liked it so much. I played it again recently, fell in love with it, thought, I'm going to do a little video on it. And then I sort of go through, played on it and stuff like that. Like her brothers are all over it and stuff like that. And I think she was a huge fan of Peter Gabriel. And she loved Peter Gabriel. And I think this is the album closest to Peter Gabriel's material.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because of the use of the Fairlight. Because he got it first and used it on, I think it's Peter Gabriel 3. And then she got one and said, this is amazing. And it's great. Steve says, I had a wet leg once, bloody dog.
Nice one, Steve.
Enjoy says, Pete, women are hilarious too. Come on, man.
I know they are, MJ. And it's funny because, of course, she famously did duetted with Peter on the album So, didn't she?
Yeah, Don't Give Up is the track, isn't it? So it's like, it came full circle. But this is wonderful and experimental and different and, all the things you want. Anyway, that was my third one of the week. How about yourself?
I don't understand, though. A lot of women don't like Kate Bush. My wife doesn't like, your partner doesn't like. I don't know why.
She doesn't like me either, yeah.
I don't understand.
She says it's screechy nonsense, my missus. But
anyway.
Horses for courses, I guess, isn't it? It's a high register voice and stuff. So maybe,
yeah. So I got an album actually that I've just been listening to, and it's quite good. Would you like to see what it is?
Yeah, go on in.
The Lemon Twigs.
Dreams
All We Know. Now, I know you love this album. You say it's their best yet.
Yeah.
What I love about it is, look at this. I don't know if you got this as well. You got a little single.
Yep.
It's all floppy, like you used to get on the cereal boxes.
Yeah.
And a big Lemon Twigs poster. So that's cool. And it's a very cool colored vinyl and another signed picture. So that's cool. I like all the little extras. The album is really great. I really enjoy the album, but it's either their best album or it's when they jump the shark.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because their psychedelic vibe and their great harmonies remind me there could be a love child between like Strawberry Alarm Clock and the Beach Boys. Really great stuff, really catchy stuff, really intricate harmonies. Love it. But it could be that because it could be they jump the shark because they're so comfortable with this, and they've seemed to just get a really great response from this album especially. So I'm hoping it won't pigeonhole them into this, because I do like their older stuff. I like the less produced, crazy stuff like In Your Head. I really like that stuff that's really far out there, and I hope they don't lose that. But I do recommend this album. Hopefully it's one in a long list of new albums that will be quite diverse.
For me, I think it's the best they did, and I hope they go in that direction. But to me, they're in their sort of later period, like the Elvis in the white jumpsuit period. You know, I love that stuff, and it's there in that area now, so it's great.
Yeah, I like more rough stuff, you know.
Yeah, I've heard it's it's a great album. We'll put links in the description to all the things we discussed today, so you can check them out because they're absolutely great artists, and some of the music's absolutely fantastic. Are we going to play some music and get a guest on, Pete, or do you want to get?
Yeah,
a guest
let's play a video first, and then we'll bring on our special guest.
Okay, yeah. So which track would you like to play?
We're going to play a band called Jester. They're they're from Tipperary. Tipperary.
That's right. Yeah,
in Ireland. Yeah, it's called In the Meantime. It's a great song. Nice rock and roll. Here we go.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Really cool, really catchy as well.
Yeah, a good band. Yeah,
yeah. It reminded me of someone else. I can't remember off the top of my tongue. It's not the Arctic Monkeys. It's someone like that. One of those Manchester bands.
Yeah, you know, everyone says rock and roll, but I don't know if they really know what it is. It's not rock A-N-D roll. It's rock N roll.
Yeah,
rock and roll, baby. It's not let's rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Only if you're upper class. But yeah, it's really, really cool. I can't.
Yeah.
That's going to bother me now. They sound like it really is bothering me. But that really good, really, really catchy. And that just got sent into you, did it, to the show?
Yeah, it just got sent in. Fantastic. I love these guys. They don't really communicate too much. They're an island, so they're probably drunk a lot.
So we're done stereotyping now. What else?
No, I mean because the beer there and the whiskey is so good.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I really like that. It's really, really cool. Shall we bring our guest on?
Definitely.
Okay. So, Pete, over to you. Hello.
There we go. There he is.
Good evening.
How you
Who was
doing?
that running behind you?
That's my stalker. She just let herself in. Sorry, what can we do about it? How are you guys?
Yeah, good. This is Lee from Zen Cat.
Hey,
Robbie, how you doing?
nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to see you, mate.
Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day and happy Election Day.
Indeed.
Is that such a thing?
We won't talk about
It
that.
is now, yeah. Yeah, very cool. So Matt couldn't join us, huh?
Matt is rehearsing with his other band tonight, unfortunately. So, you're stuck with me, I'm afraid, guys.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit?
He talks too much anyway, so.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about Zen Cat?
Yeah, so Zen Cat's been together for a couple of years. Well, about a year, actually. Matt and I have known each other for our entire lives. And he recently moved back to Malvern, where we live. And we just, I said, look, let's do something. Let's form a band. He's a songwriter. Yeah. He's a great songwriter. He's an average singer. And we thought, let's do something. So, that's how it came about.
Nice. And of course, you were formerly, or are you still part of Dead Dad's Club?
No, I ended that.
That's ended, yeah. But that's how I know Lee from that, because he sent us music into Unknown Sounds, of course, and fantastic stuff. We've got some videos on there. It's really, really good stuff.
You were quite fond of that, weren't you?
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
Is it there's one where you were sitting around?
Really scared of.
Yeah, I played that one endlessly. I really like that. That was amazing.
Oh, cool, man! Thanks a lot. Yeah, I remember when you first played it, and I think Pete, you kind of compared it to Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Yeah,
which was great for me because that's like my favorite band of all time.
Oh, so, cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to resurrect that song in your new band? Would you bring it into the new band?
No.
Oh,
no. We're trying to do new stuff that hasn't been done before.
Yeah. So, are you guys writing together then? These new songs?
Yeah, not so much writing together. He's writing a song, I'm writing a song. We're releasing them kind of, individually. But yeah, we're all playing on them and stuff, and so
very cool.
We will at some point write some songs. But what you need to understand is Matt and I have very big egos. You've got two big egos coming together trying to write a song. Somebody's going to try and overtake it. So we just decided, let's do it this way. So,
well, that's great. It's kind of like Paul and John, try to outdo each other.
Yeah, so I'll take that comparison as well, Pete.
Well, I haven't heard the songs all yet, so don't take it like that. No, but just, it's going to spur you on for both of you to write really good stuff. And the couple of songs that I've heard from you, I really like, mate.
Yeah, and I think Matt comes with some songs, and I hear them, and I'm like, right, I need to better that. It's kind of like that school ground.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Kind of competitive edge and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. And Matt he's in the Dirty Barons, isn't he?
That's right, yeah.
Which is a punk band.
Yeah. And that's the reason he's not here tonight.
It's very
rehearsing. So yeah, they've got a gig coming up. It's an acoustic gig. It's their first ever acoustic gig. Now you've listened to the Dirty Barons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine that acoustic?
No,
me either. That's why they've done so much rehearsal for this gig.
Yeah,
because Matt's really stressing about it. So yeah, they've got about 4 weeks, but yeah.
Yeah, he should stress, mate. That's going to be really hard to pull off.
Yeah, it really is.
You're welcome, Matt.
That's what she said. Yeah. Anyway. But
Steve says, ask Lee about the graffiti.
Oh, bugger off, Steve.
He says, "Oh, not this guy."
Ask Lee about the graffiti. A friend of mine went to an open mic in Worcester, which is near where we live, a few weeks ago, and I had a message from her. She was in the toilets. This is going to sound weird, right? And, she said she'd gone into the toilet cubicle, and there was some graffiti on the wall that said, and I feel like an idiot saying this on a live show, but it said Lee Richardson is where it's at. Yeah,
the man, Lee.
I played a gig there a couple of weeks before, and we can only assume that somebody went in. Now, my first reaction was to call this one over here and say, "Did you write some graffiti on the toilet wall?" She was like, "Wasn't me." So I don't know who it was, but there's a baby reindeer out there trying to stalk me, I think. So.
Oh, you got your first real super fan.
Yeah,
nice.
Great.
I actually think it might be Steve Kilcline because he was there. So it was him that wrote that. But yeah, I'll find out one day.
So between Dead's Dad, I can't say it without my teeth.
Dead Dad's Club.
That one and your new band. How has it evolved for the new band? How is it different?
It's different in that Dead Dad's Club, by the end of the band, it was a very different band from the one that we started. I was the only original member left, and it was getting harder to push it forward. The last gig we did was we played on the main stage at Lakefest, opening up for the Manic Street Preachers.
Wow.
Which was really cool. But it was clear that I personally, I was going to struggle to carry it on the way things were. The other guys had a lot of other commitments, and I wanted to rehearse 2 or 3 times a week. They couldn't do it, and just one of those things.
Yeah.
So I'd say it was a little bit stressful towards the end for me personally, anyway, and I think I probably made it stressful for them as well. But yeah, the new band Zen Cat, like I said, Matt and I have known each other for about 40 years.
Wow!
So we're really close, and we've got Dingley on the drums and Liam on guitar, who's an ex-Olympic athlete as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's pretty chill. We haven't done many gigs. We're basically focusing on recording and doing the music videos for the time being. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
Steve says yes. I hang out in the ladies' toilets with a Sharpie. So that's the answer to that.
Is that what you call it, Steve? Okay. Yeah.
So that's what it is. That's fantastic. While you're on, obviously, we like to talk about some subjects, and I want to talk about when music is live, but it goes wrong. Because I went to this amazing thing the other day. I've got to talk about it in a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to play you an excerpt. As it's Independence Day, I think this is a perfect example. I found this for you as well, Pete. So I found Robbie Krieger playing the national anthem. So we'll just give you a quick answer. So even the greatest stars have problems. Now, fair play to him.
I thought it sounded great.
Fair play to him. Before he started, the amp was playing up, and but that obviously went out. And obviously, you've got Puddle of Mud that did a cover of About a Girl by Nirvana, which is just everywhere.
Right. Okay.
Did it. So I'm going to tell you a quick story before we get onto the subject. So the other day, my mum said to me, "Do you want to come to this event? And there's a book signing and stuff like that." I went, "Yeah, great." And it was about Paul McCartney. So I went along, saw this thing. Next thing you know, these 2 ladies come out and they plop down a microphone, and then they start singing to this crowd of 70-year-old people. I got the youngest in the room for the first time ever. And anyway, so they're singing away, and then they decide to do Crocodile Rock by Elton John. So, and I forgot to tell you this yesterday, Pete, right? So, it starts. Anyway, so one of them started, it went, and then one started singing then, and then the other person came in where it's supposed to start. So you had 2 people singing the same song independently at different places.
Wow.
And then in the end, one of them grabbed the speaker and just twisted it round so they could hear it. And then they went, actually, no, stop. We're about to start again after about 2 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Brilliant.
Now, it's one of those things where I couldn't laugh because I was sitting upright. The tallest singer was looking straight at me in the eyes, so I couldn't burst out laughing. But my mum, so we did the thing, and like afterwards, he got in the car and I shut the door. My mum turned to me with a straight face and said, "We're not going to forget that in a hurry, are you?" So, and I think she's absolutely right. So I can't hear Crocodile Rock anymore the same way. I can't hear. I remember that Robbie Krieger thing, and that was 2021, and the Puddle of Mud thing. Is it better sometimes when music goes wrong because it makes it more memorable? That's what I'm asking.
Yes and no, I think. Yeah, it works both ways, doesn't it? It depends how badly it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's sort of accidentally wrong, is that better than it going completely wrong, do you think?
It's accidentally wrong. I mean, stuff happens on stage, doesn't it? I think you get some artists who will purposely do things to make a bit of a show for it, which is always quite fun. But it depends on who it is, really. The Robbie Tiger thing was accidentally wrong, I'm guessing.
I think he couldn't use his own monitor. Yeah. So
that's all right. Well, we're talking about it now.
That's what I mean. So it's
so I guess he did something right. Yeah.
That's amazing. Let us know in the comments if you're watching, if you've had any music experience that were just hilarious, like the one I saw the other day. And
I'll tell you a little story about a gig I did. Right, went in the Dead Dads Club a few years ago. My friend Roger, who's in his 70s, and he decided to kind of act temporarily as our manager and gets a gig at this tiny little pub called the Piece of Piddle. Right. Yeah, Piece of Piddle in Wire Piddle, just outside of Upton and Tewkesbury. And we went there, and as soon as we got there, we realised this was not the place for us. Loud guitars, drums, and all this kind of stuff. We walked in. The average age was about 65, 70 years old, which isn't an issue, but they'd clearly all just been out for afternoon tea or whatever it was. And as soon as we went in and set the drum kit up, the drum head saying Dead Dads Club offended about 3 or 4 people in the room straight away.
Wow.
We decided to have a few beers, as we used to back in the day, before we started. I may have had 1 or 2 more than I should have done before we started. Got about halfway through one of the songs and I completely forgot the lyrics. And I looked at our bass player, Matt, a different Matt, and I said, "Mate, I've forgotten the lyrics." He's there just, pumping along with the bass. And he said, "Well, don't look at me. I can barely remember the bass line, I was like, I've got this. So I decided to go straight into Boom Shake the Room by Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, into a rap, which I'd remembered.
Yeah.
Obviously, we lost the crowd even more after that. Funny enough, we never got asked back. So, yeah. So talking about things going wrong, that was one of them.
Fantastic. It's just, I remind you as well, like, obviously we had Glastonbury at the weekend, and Coldplay did it a few years ago.
Yeah.
Martin played it wrong at the end of Trouble a few years ago. And it's those accidental performances, I think, sometimes that make it magic. So
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Anyway,
he brought Michael J. Fox, didn't he?
Sorry, mate?
He brought Michael J. Fox out.
He did. It was amazing. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, we've talked about your music. Should we play some? Let's play some of your music. Pete, what song are we going to have?
This is Zen Cat, and it's Zenkat because they are edgy. It's it's their song and video for Drunk.
Drunk, I'm feeling drunk, feeling out of my mind on this whiskey and wine that I drink time to time. Yes, I'm drunk. Simplicity stop the
Cool.
Nice one.
That was good to see you again.
It's great. It's got a really cool sort of 60s vibe about it as well. I like it.
Thank you very much. I'm glad.
Yeah.
And that's one of yours, Lee, right?
That's right. Yeah. Matt's are a lot more depressing than that normally.
And does it come from personal experience?
Yeah. No. Well, yeah. He does write some upbeat stuff as well. But yeah, the video was we filmed it, here just with the camera.
Yeah.
Camera phone. And yeah, pretty straightforward. Did that in one afternoon. Had a few drinks. We do everything DIY. We've not spent a penny on recording.
Yeah.
Or making the videos or anything like that. So it's all very in-house, all very kind of punk the way we do it.
Yeah. And those were your friends all gathered around, and the last person was Matt himself, wasn't he?
That was Matt, yeah. Actually, if you've seen the follow-up video, which is Band of Brothers, it kind of leads on from the drunk video. So Matt actually goes down into the basement at the end of the drunk video, and at the beginning of the Band of Brothers video, you see him coming in.
Oh, right.
From the bottom of the stairs. So each video leads into the next.
That's really cool. Was it an accident? Did you plan it, or was it an accident?
Yeah. We planned it all, yeah.
That's great. Oh, your videos got of him just walking across the background or something and just appear. So when you got an hour's worth of videos, he just goes through the whole lot. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. It's good to have people walking in the background, isn't it?
See, it's right. And you did it live. What perfectionists? That's amazing.
Absolutely, I know. She was like, "I need to go to the toilet." I said, "Hurry up! They're about to come on." So, yeah.
So approaching songwriting, are you a guitar person? Are you a piano person? Are you a lyric person or melody person? Does it just come to you, or do you sit down?
Guitar. I just pick up the guitar. Normally, kind of strum a few chords, and then, if I've got an idea in my head, I'll just come up with a melody and then write the lyrics afterwards. So it's pretty straightforward. I think a lot of songwriters do it that way, to be honest.
Yeah.
Noel Gallagher talks about songs kind of falling out of the sky. I don't know if you've ever heard him use that analogy before.
You nicked the Paul McCartney.
Oh, did he? Okay. Yeah, there's a surprise. No, it's pretty straightforward. I think Matt's pretty much the same as well. I can't speak for him because he's not here, but that's probably what he'd say. Yeah.
Amazing. So are you working on an EP at the minute, an album, or are you just getting ready to tour or gig? What are you up to at the moment?
No, at the moment, it's just a case of we wanted to get a product kind of out there before we push any kind of gigs or anything like that, so people know what they're coming along to see. Yes, I only know 3 chords. That's right, Steve. Thank you. Can you block people from commenting, by the way?
I don't want to.
No, we've got 4 songs out now, or 4 singles that we've released, and we're still kind of tightening up the live, performance before we put on a gig of our own, which will be a ticketed event. We're not going to do pubs or anything like that, because we want to play our own original music. So, but yeah, eventually we'll have an album's worth of material out.
Fantastic. Glenn says Benny and Bjorn, they wrote their music first. That's true as well. Yeah, from ABBA.
Yeah.
They did that way around, as well. Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. So, okay, so we'll keep your links in the description. Thanks for joining us today, Lee. We sort of got
very much.
We've got so much to get through, but we really appreciate you coming on, and thanks for chatting with us. And we'll get you back on in the future. And
I hope you have Matt with us this time as well.
Yeah, hopefully, we can get you on the Unknown Sounds video show, mate. You and me and Matt as well, and
that'd be cool.
Do a deep dive, okay?
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Yeah,
fantastic. So we'll have links in the description to all this music as well, so you can find Lee's stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see you soon. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Cheers. Have a good one.
Fantastic. Hang on. How do I?
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah,
very talented guy. Yeah.
So there we go. We've got 2 big blocks now. Yeah, cool. Really, really cool stuff. So, I mean, I hate to cut it short, but we've got so much to get through.
Yeah.
So last week we had an amazing guest on called the Harkness. I'm just going to show you for people that don't remember. That's what he looked like. He's amazing.
He's the one in the middle.
That's right. Yeah, he's absolutely amazing. We still don't know his name or who he is. He's an enigma, wrapped in a riddle that's wrapped in a story. He's absolutely brilliant. But anyway, so he mentioned last week that he's got a film coming out. And we said, if you can you send us the trailer to the movie? And he sent us the trailer. So I've not seen it yet. I've just loaded it up so we can watch it.
Oh, cool.
So do you want to watch the trailer live?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Let's hope he doesn't swear because we'll be in trouble. Anyway, this is the trailer for the Harkness' movie.
Here we go. Hello?
Hello. You
How are
must
you?
be Harkness.
You got it. So this is what we're dealing with.
Moly. Wow, purple. Sorry, I prefer slow and firm.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of crazy. A basement historian from the purple alternate universe bringing the fantasy A-team to visualize and project a mirror effect of the artist and audience internal lusts for expressions. Is that too much?
No.
Is that too much?
No.
'Cause that's how I
getting me
feel.
Excited.
That's how I see it. It's like I can't stop thinking of like really colorful in a way, but also fucked up painting.
I'll take 5.
Yes. All right. My album just sold. You might want to open it and check out the inside because I kind of went for it.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
That's between me and you. That's me in my basement with a fog machine on a timer.
Hello?
Hey.
This your shit?
Yes, that's what we call it.
Woo. Cool. Nice.
Pretty neat, I would say.
There you go. It's not been released yet, so we're the first people to play the trailer.
Oh, fantastic. I cannot wait to see this. It's going to be great.
He's so amazing. He's so different. We still don't know his real name. I don't know his name at all. I just know him as Harkness. I don't know what his face is.
He's definitely out of this world and somebody to watch.
He's absolutely
creative.
amazing. So when the film comes out, obviously we'll let you know about it, and he's going to come on as well. But the film looks just as interesting as him. Shall we play some more music? We need some more music to play, Pete. What should we play now?
Yeah, let's change it up a bit. We'll play McKenzie O'Brien. Is that okay, mate?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. McKenzie is from the Chicago area, but she works a lot in Nashville. She's very prolific and also quite popular, especially on Spotify. She's got over 500,000 downloads. So yeah, definitely. McKenzie O'Brien and her band. Cool.
I was just always a shy kid, going off on my own and humming and making up my own melodies. So I guess that's why they call me Hummingbird.
They call me Hummingbird for a said word. That's no surprise, I'm still singing here. Playing for tips all night, they're back again. 2 bottles in, Matt and Marie, my biggest fans, drop a 20 in. That velvet hat of green, don't you worry about me, 'cause I'll be there someday. Packed house, mound stage, from coin to ground, still Nashville crowds, everyone screaming out my name. Someday I'm gonna do it my way, and I'll pay the tab for mom and dad, drink country, it's my breaks before I get to that day. Oh, I just get to play. Yeah, before her breaks were going out, Hilda and me would ride around this nowhere town. CD still ask for crowds. Everyone screaming out my name. Someday I'm gonna do it my way, and I'll pay the tab for mom and dad during country. It's my breaks before I get to that day. Oh, I just get to yeah, someday I'm gonna do it my way. I'll pay the tab for mom and dad turn country into my break. Someday back to house my own stage, from corn to crown till national crowds. Everyone screaming out my name. Someday I'm gonna do it my way. I'll pay the tab for mom and dad turn country into my breaks before I get to that day. Oh, I just get to play. And I just get to
Really cool stuff.
Yeah. Really classic country, very well produced. Yeah. And she's
Yeah.
got that girl next door image, you know?
Glenn says there are hints of Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah, definitely.
definitely. Yeah. And Dawn says the Harkness movie looks fun. It made me smile. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
it.
We're going to go see it, Dawn. Definitely.
It reminded me of sort of early Taylor Swifty stuff as well. I know she's very big at the
On
moment.
Harkness?
No. She can't be that cool. Yeah, but it's really cool. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hear these bands. I've said it loads of times before on the show where you go, how are they not signed? And
Yeah, exactly.
just everywhere because they're just such talented stuff, and that was really good songwriting. I'm not really into country, but even I would listen to that in my free time, put it on and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's-
I was
really
never in the country until I went to Nashville, and it was just blew me away. You know, there's musicians everywhere that could be, you know, top musicians, and they're just singing in the bar for tips. You know, fantastic.
Brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. We're nearly at the end of our hour already. Oh, that's not right. Okay, right, Dawn, your band. That's it. You're out. Anyway, so we're nearly at the end of the show. Shall we just quickly get maybe one more song in before we go? Because I think we spoke a lot about stuff. So
Yeah.
let's get maybe another artist on before we go.
Okay, great.
Who would you like next?
Now, these guys are fantastic. They're from Brighton, down here on the South Coast, and I saw them once, and they're an amazing band. Again, they're from Unknown Sounds. They sent me music in, and we hooked up, and they're fantastic. They're a bit crazy. They're called Dirt Royal, and the name of the song is "Lose Your Way."
Frustration, being
Cool. I like that.
Great stuff. Great stuff. And of course, the guys who were originally doing the music on the stage, they weren't the band. There was the 3 guys at the end with the band.
Oh, did I cut it off too early? Oopsie.
Yeah. No. They just got up there. There was the whole thing in the.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Really cool, really punky, very energy, very British punk as well, which I like about it as well.
I thought it sounds a little bit like Green Day.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Who's that other band? Was it the Coral? It sounds very like chorally as well. There's another band very similar as well. But yeah, really, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you like anything, we're going to have links in the description to all these bands as well. It's about time to almost wrap it up. So thanks to everybody that's tuned in today. We really appreciate you watching and being here with us. We absolutely love you joining us. Even if it's a replay, message us in the comments and we'll get back to you as well. Just because you missed it live, it doesn't matter. We'll still say hello and chat to you.
That's right. And if you're in a band or you do your own music and you want to have it on the show, send it to us. Go through Unknown Sounds. We'll send it. We'll play it on the show. We'll see you if we like it. If we like it, we'll have you on here. All right.
We play. Oh, hang on. We've just got a message coming through before we go. So Glenn says, reminds me of early Britpop. Yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like menswear and that sort of stuff. That's really, really cool. So thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you watching us, and it's great. I'm off on my holiday, so normally we do a show every 2 weeks, but I think I'm still away when we're supposed to be doing the next one. So it might be the week after that or the week after that. But
or I might get a replacement. We'll see how it goes.
You just get like a mop with a pair of glasses on it. Probably do a better job, to be fair.
A balloon with a smile on it.
So it won't be. It might not be in 2 weeks unless I'm back. I don't think I'm back in 2 weeks.
No, I don't think you are. And by the way, Summer, you're right. He does have Green Day hair. Cool. Well, Robbie, have a great time.
Oh, thanks, buddy. And it's been fun as always. And, subscribe to all the channels, all 3 of them, because it helps us out. And then we get to talk about music, spread the music as well. Yeah, again, if it's still a replay, still subscribe because it helps us play more music.
That's right.
And eventually, hopefully, we've got plans for Christmas, haven't we, Petey, to do maybe a live gig that might actually go around the world. So we're working on something really, really special. So get your friends subscribing to all the channels so they don't miss it, because it's going to be something completely different, which has never been done before, as far as we know, on YouTube. And no one's done it. We're going to do it first. So get everyone subscribing, following everything, and then you can stay up to date. Anyway, I've got to go and pack because I still haven't done it, and I'm going at 9 a.m. So thanks for joining us.
All right, mate. Well, have a good time. We'll see you soon. Robbie, you know how to swim, don't you?
I'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah. See you later.
Ta-da, bye.